first light on the windshield warmed us sleeping on the hood. My father laughed at traffic. My mother said the day was good. We were late for nothing. Summer had nowhere to go. I remember the parking lot, white lines melting in the heat, shopping carts rolling in the wind, sneakers sticking to the street. There was music by the entrance, cinnamon drifting from the second floor, quarters heavy in our pockets, and a bright arcade beyond the door. We believed the world was waiting somewhere past the clothing stands. No one told us years were moving. No one counted what we'd lose. We just chased the afternoon in sun-faded tennis shoes. Take me back to the summer parking lot before the names began to disappear, before the windows filled with dust, before the silence settled here. I can almost hear us calling, I can almost see the light, like the whole world stayed open on a warm suburban night. Take me back to the place I thought would never end, where every door was waiting and every stranger felt like a friend. There was a movie poster glowing, teenagers by the stairs, parents carrying boxes, kids asleep against their chairs. We played games until the tokens made our fingers smell like steel, then watched the sunset burning on the glass above the wheel. I remember turning backward as our car pulled from the lane, thinking I would see that building 1,000 summer nights again. Take me back to the summer parking lot before the names began to disappear, before the windows filled with dust, before the silence settled here. I can almost hear us calling, I can almost see the light, like the whole world stayed open on a warm suburban night. Take me back to the place I thought would never end, where every door was waiting and every stranger felt like a friend. Years went by like headlights crossing rain on interstate glass. Stores became apartments, old friends became photographs. I learned that places vanish without asking us goodbye, but sometimes when the evening turns the clouds that orange sky, I swear I smell the cinnamon, I hear the arcade sing, and for a second I am 17 with nowhere else to be. Take me back to the summer parking lot, to the yellow light and open doors, to the days we spent like pocket change, never knowing we'd want more. If memory is a country, then I still live somewhere there, beneath the buzzing parking lamps with warm wind in my hair. Take me back, just before the daylight falls, before I learn that nothing stays, not even shopping malls. The lot is empty now, the pain has almost gone, but when the sun hits broken glass, I still hear that old song, somewhere past the boarded doors, behind the years and dust. The summer keeps on breathing, because some memories refuse to rust. I took the long road home that evening, past the exit no one used. The sky was pink behind the rooftops, the radio was low, and I was driving without thinking through a town I used to know. Then I saw the old mall standing behind weeds and cracked concrete. 20 years of boarded windows, broken signs above the street. I remembered Saturday mornings, my brother running through the doors, my mother waiting by the fountain, my father checking record stores. The building had been empty since the winter of '96. Just pigeons in the ceiling, rusted locks and fallen bricks. I slowed down at the intersection, then every light behind the windows flickered on like they once used to do. The lights came back on where the years had gone dark. One by one like fireflies waking in the heart. No cars in the lanes, no footsteps at the door, but the sign above the entrance started glowing like before. The lights came back on and I should have driven by, but memory has a way of turning every warning into light. The department store was shining, the cinema marquee burned red. I stopped beside the loading dock and heard nothing but my breath. Somewhere through the broken glass, a melody rose from the depth, like a song I used to know before I knew what I'd become. The automatic doors move slowly, and cold touch my face. Though the night was warm, the lights came back on where the years had gone dark. One by one, like fireflies, waking in the heart. No cars in the lanes, no footsteps at the door, but the sign above the entrance started glowing like before. The lights came back on and I should have driven by, but memory has a way of turning every warning into light. I told myself it was old wiring, a timer, some repair, a security crew working late, anything but what was there. Then the speakers by the entrance crackled softly overhead, and a cheerful recorded voice said the words I thought were dead. Welcome back, we're glad you're here. The exact old phrase, the exact old tone. I hadn't heard it since childhood, but I knew every word as my own. My hand was resting on the handle, my keys were shaking in my palm. I looked through glass at polished floors that should have turned to gray, but everything beyond the doorway looked untouched by yesterday. A balloon drifted near the ceiling, a vending machine glowed blue, and deep inside, beside the fountain, I thought I saw a shadow move. The lights came back on, and the dark became a door to a summer love behind the glass, to a life I knew before. No voices in the parking lot, no engines in the night, just a building full of memories wearing borrowed light. The lights came back on and I should have driven by, but memory has a way of turning every warning into light. I took the long road home that evening, past the exit no one used. The sky was pink behind the rooftops, the radio was low, and I was driving without thinking through a town I used to know. The doors closed with a whisper, and the parking lot disappeared. Cold air moved through the hallway, carrying a song I hadn't heard in years. The floor was clean beneath me, everything children pulling at their parents. No one else in view. Nobody at the food court. Nobody on the stairs. Music playing to empty tables. Voices hidden in the air. Every chair was waiting. Every doorway open wide. Like the whole place had remembered. Everyone except the people inside. Nobody at the food court. Yet I heard a tray hit stone. And somewhere near the fountain, someone whispered, "You came home." I walked toward the old arcade where we wasted every dime. Every cabinet was glowing with the colors of that time. High scores held forgotten initials, names I hadn't seen in years. Friends who moved away, friends who disappeared. One machine began a demo before I touched a single key. Then the scoreboard changed its letters and spelled out, "Welcome, Eddie!" I froze beneath the flashing lights. No one had called me that inside this building since I was 17. I heard laughter from the escalator, young and distant, then erased for half a second by the railing. I saw my brother at 16, wearing that ridiculous red jacket I hadn't thought about in years. I called his name, he never turned. He walked behind a column. When I reached the place, he'd vanished. There was only humming silence. At the center court, the fountain still threw silver into air. Coins were shining underwater, as if someone put them there. I reached into my pocket, found a quarter old and worn, dated 1994, though it wasn't mine before. The loudspeaker clicked above me, children waiting for their families. Please remain where you are. Then every store gate rattled, every ceiling light went dim, and high above the fountain I saw someone watching me. Nobody at the food court, but the building knew my name. Every song and every hallway pulled me deeper, just the same. Nobody at the counter, nobody by the doors, nobody by the doors, but footsteps followed behind me through the darkened stores. Nobody at the food court, and I finally understood. I hadn't entered an empty mall, I had entered childhood. The fountain kept on running. The old music played too slow. Then one light came on upstairs, above a place I used to know. cartoon planets past the cracked and painted wood. I remembered birthday candles, paper crowns and sugar rain. Small forgotten kingdoms that a child believes remain. The room was darker than the others, but the colored bulb still burned. Tiny stars across the ceiling, slowly spinning as I turned. There were plastic tunnels, a rocket by the door, and a row of framed photographs I had never noticed before. Birthday parties, summer faces, small bright moments under glass, holding still inside a country called the past. I moved closer, reading dates, until one picture in the frame made my body freeze completely and my mouth forget my name. There I was in the photograph, 17 and sunburned bright, standing with my brother and my friends beneath the mall's old lights. But behind us near the doorway, where no strangers should have been, stood a man with tired eyes, wearing the coat I wore, walking in. There I was in the photograph, twice inside the same July. Once a boy who knew nothing, once a man who knew too much to ask why. I pulled the picture from the wall, cold paper in my hand, searching fading colors for something I'd understand. The younger me was laughing, my brother held a paper cup, my mother's hand was in the corner, my father hadn't looked up. And there behind the memory, half in shadow, half in view, the older version of my face was staring straight through. He wasn't looking at the camera, he was looking at the boy I was, as if trying to warn him home. The lights above me started buzzing, somewhere metal shutters fell. The photograph grew warmer, almost living in my grip. I watched the lower corner change, the boy turned toward the man. The man raised one hand to leave on the back in black ink, where for words I couldn't believe. Don't stay until closing. Every speaker in the building clicked alive at once. A cheerful chime rolled through the halls. I shoved the photograph in my coat and ran toward the stairs. But every corridor seemed longer, every exit moved elsewhere. The store became the arcade became the hall, and every window showed the parking lot, though I was nowhere near the wall. In every dark reflection, I saw that older figure run, always half a step behind me. visiting, please make your way to the nearest exit. I ran. Behind me, every photograph turned its face toward the door. The announcement followed through the hall, soft and bright and wrong. Thank you for visiting. We hope you enjoyed your stay. Then the mall music slowed beneath it, like a tape beginning to decay. And every light above me started dying one by one. I ran past the bookstore, past the fountain, past the stairs, past the food court tables waiting for their chairs. The arcade screens went black and flashed back on in red, and every game displayed one message: closing time ahead. I tried the cinema doors, locked the loading bay, locked at the entrance, the glass reflected day. A summer afternoon, families walking through the lobby under an impossible June. Closing time never came when we were young enough to stay. We thought the doors would open forever. We thought the light would never fade. But every place becomes a memory, every name becomes a ghost. And sometimes what we miss the most is what refuses to let us go.
Closing time never came
Until the night I heard my name, and every year I left behind came rushing through those halls again. The speakers played a birthday song from somewhere far away. I heard my mother's voice beneath it, calling me at end of day. Eddie, we're leaving.
just like before.
The words hit harder than the fear,
For 1 second I stopped running,
because I wanted her to be near.
then I remembered she's been gone
For almost 7 years. I closed my eyes and kept on moving through the lights and through the tears. At the fountain, water rose toward the ceiling. Coins turned beneath it like stars. The whole world lost its meaning. Then I saw the main entrance at the far end of the floor. Beyond the glass, my car was waiting, exactly where it stood before. I ran until my lungs were burning. The automatic door stayed still, and the photograph inside my coat fell softly to the tile. The doors opened, cold night air rushed across my face. Behind me, every light returned, and for one impossible second, the mall was full of people laughing in the summer of '96. saw my brother by the fountain, my father by the store, my mother wave and smile like she had done before. I almost stepped back through the doorway, then the lights went black, the door slammed shut. There was only dust and boarded glass. I stood beneath the parking lamps until the eastern sky turned gray, then drove home without the radio, afraid of what it might play.
Closing time finally came, but some doors never close.
Some summers live beneath the skin, some empty buildings. No, I don't know what I walked into, I don't know what was true. I only know the past looked back and somehow recognized me too.
Closing time finally came,
Morning washed the lights away, but on the seat beside me, something from that night remained. A paper receipt, faded blue ink, August 17, 1996. One soft drink, 2 arcade tokens, and at the bottom, thank you, Eddie.